Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And I wanted to give you a general idea of when I am releasing someone from my energy. I have forgiven someone and I have released them out of my life. Okay? And one of the main reasons that I would do this and that I do this, especially with clients, is because these people have become obsessed and they're narcissists in your life. But another main reason that I'd like to do this is because these people have not only become obsessed, but they have cross-conditioned you. Once you find out that there are multiple people in your energy, then you have to separate yourself in order to cleanse that negative energy. There are a couple of different cleanses that I like to use. One of the main ones being the hyssop oil. The hyssop oil is going to cleanse any kind of negative energy that has been sent to you, or the higher spirit has caused you to react or do negative things in your life. The hyssop oil is going to bring relief to those types of situations. It's also going to give you a level of clarity. So when we're talking about cross conditions, that level of clarity, meaning that you're able to see the people who are holding your energy, whether it is your financial energy, whether it is your relationship energy, your health energy, or they have been trying to commit you to a system, an insane asylum, to drive you crazy or put you on medication. Those people who have sent the evil eye to your life. It's going to identify those people. This is when you're at the high grade, the high level cleansing. This is when you're at the high level cleansing, when things have gone from natural to unnatural for a very long period of time in your life. So you're cleansing this type of negative energy from multiple people, cross conditions. And you're going to be able to see those persons, their negative energy hit them all at once. Once you pull your power back and you start cleansing, okay, with the hyssop. And there are certain people that I use the hyssop bath who have been in negative energy, since they were adults, young adults, and now they're middle age. They're 40 and 50 years old. So I have to use the hyssop bath. I also have to use different types of techniques in order to, detach multiple people out of your system, away from you. Those people who are obsessed, that will keep trying to come around and check up on you, monitoring spirits. Those people who are gang stalking you to see if their negative energy has went through on you or your family, your health or your family. So these are the types of cleanses that I regularly, perform on my clients. There are people who reach out to me who have these types of attachments where people have hired demonic spirits in order to attack their finances, their health. Okay? And this is also a way that you will understand that you will have cross conditions when multiple people have sent different types of spirits in order to attack you. You're always drained. You're always oppressed. You feel depressed. You feel, mentally unstable. You no longer want to live. You do not have a zest for life. You see this type of negative energy going over into your children. They cannot find a job. They're struggling. They're begging from the very people that you know to be behind these types of spells in your dysfunctional family, or with spiritual narcissists in your family. Okay? So I handcraft, and what I do is I send the person the gift, and I make sure that I alchemize this type of gift that is going to cleanse this negative energy out of their lives. It's going to be different types of cleanses with that hyssop. I might send and I'm crossing salt also with this type of cleansing, because it will only purify the person's situation if these people have been laying tricks for you. Okay, so these are the understandings that you will gain when you cleanse with me, and you have multiple people who have attacked you, who have, tried to stagnate you in life, whether it is on your job, in community, or in your family. Sometimes I have people that reach out to me and say that in their relationship, in their marriage, that they are, under attack. Okay, the person in their life, they're in competition with them. They're going against them with their family, with the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, whosoever it may be. It could be the siblings. Okay, all right, in your blended family. So when you're having these types of problems, then you're seeing a cross condition. You have to uncross this situation. Okay, and in many cases, if it's been up on you for a very long time, you have to uncross this with each person that that is an evildoer, and the ones that you do not know that is wicked in your life. It is going to bring them out of the shadows so that you can see the type of malevolent attacks they've been engaged in, okay, in your life. So when you're having these types of understandings about the people that's in your life, usually these types of cross conditions does not occur from people outside, unless they are family friends, that your relatives or family members have put you in competition, or put that person in competition with you. So when you're dealing with these types of high level malevolent attacks upon you, where multiple people are in your energy, it is someone that's close to you, it is someone who has been near you most of your life, someone who is they are accustomed to your family. They're accustomed to you. They're accustomed to the surroundings. They know how you move. They're trying to calculate certain things about you, and certain things they can't calculate about you. And this is one of the reasons why you have to move. And if you cannot move away from these people who have cross conditioned, you will have to reach out to me at www.highoracle.com, so that I can craft a certain type of dust that is going to separate you from these people, and it will also bring these people out of the shadows, because it is going to remove that stagnation that they've sent to your feet, your hands, the negative energy that they've sent to your mind. Okay, so this is the focal point of where we start from, and this is how I discern that with the client. Where do we start from, depending on if the client can move away or has moved away from their attackers, depending on if the client is able to pray. If the client is not able to pray, then that lets me know that it is a high level entity that is attacking the client from multiple persons. Okay, there are multiple persons when this is happening with the client. Okay, so when we are seeing these kinds of cross conditions, then people has access to your energy. Okay, they have access to your energy. And what I do, using the hyssop, whether it is the hyssop bath, like I said, or the hyssop oil, I perform these rituals in order to create an energetic shield, in order to shield you from those attacks, in order for it to, leave you and go to the person that has sent these types of negative entities to you. I create, a barrier. You always want to set those boundaries. If you cannot move away from a person, that once they cross those boundaries, whatever they've sent to you, whatever they've done to you over time, is going to happen to them. And, believe me when I say, like I say, I have been doing this. I have been healing myself from these types of narcissists, these types of enemies, these types of demonic spirits. They are going to cross your boundaries because they are obsessed with your energy. They are obsessed with bringing you under control. They are obsessed with bringing you down. And once they cross those barriers, you will be able to see exactly what they have sent out for you, exactly what they have been plotting. It doesn't matter how many it is. They are going to feel that backfire, and you are going to be able to see these people in real time, what they had, the wicked design they had for you. Okay? So this is why I do the healing and the cleansing with a lot of my clients, because that's one of the first things that needs to be cleansed. The dark energy needs to be cleansed before we move on to the next level. Okay, we need to be able to pray. If you cannot pray, again, you have a dark entity, a filthy entity that has been dispatched to you. Okay, and that needs to be cleansed before we start to draw in the healing. We need to be able to see these types of people so they cannot keep attacking you, and you can move forward into the healing process. Or we need to be able to see these people who are attacking your finances so that we can move in forward with the drawing the money and abundance and the prosperity in whatever area that we're working on. Okay, so this is what I have for you today, and I wanted to give you that this is a step-by-step process. It requires a level of facing yourself, that this is what you have been drawn into, and while someone else was controlling your will, and you have to be able